Listening to normal radio.
God,
And
it's awful.
it's horrible.
You really, if you take a long break from listening to the radio and you have yourself a situation like that, you realize how bad, and it gets worse every time.
People, and I'm not knocking them because I do the same thing, but people complain that we do like 30 seconds of ads. You know what I mean? Go listen to the radio for a minute, and they play 2 songs, 2 minutes of ads.
Well, it's like not watching cable, like you're watching Netflix or you stream whatever it is, and then you go back to fucking normal cable.
Yeah.
You realize how significant of a chunk of time commercials eat up. It's absurd.
So the on the radio they had an ad for like some promo thing, whatever, coming into Vegas, win a free trip to Vegas.
Sunday.
And I'm just trying to make my girlfriend laugh. So I always call, like, I do customer service whenever she's there, anything like that. Like I have to call because I like talking shit and I'll say craziness to them because they have to respond. They have to deal with you, which is hilarious. So and we're driving in and I call and they're like, "Oh, you won, 2 tickets."
Wait, you called the radio station?
Yeah, but
you actually got through?
Yeah, you could tell this is
nobody
horseshit.
listens. There's 10 people.
Yeah, that's true.
But also you could just tell it was kind of horseshit because you had to give all this information, then you had to show up at this hotel.
What was the prize?
It was a weekend stay at some hotel I never even heard of.
In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas. But they're being weird about it where you got to give your credit card. I'm like, what is going on? I haven't even shown up yet. Like if I'm checking in, I get it, but.
Was this like a major station, or was it like one of those that randomly comes in the middle of the desert?
Literally.
That's it. It was like some illegal broadcast.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Some dude in his RV in Pahrump.
Right. So I go, well, I'll give you my credit card when I show up to check this out.
Yeah, fair.
So anyway, we hung out there the whole weekend, and I totally forgot about this thing. And now we're driving home, and I guess I was supposed to show up that Sunday, and I totally forgot. So they call me. And, some woman, she's like, hey, where are you? You're supposed to be here to collect your prize. And it's like, I don't know, whatever. We're just going to go home.
Mail it to me.
And she goes off on me.
Really?
She's like, this is bullshit. Literally, this is bullshit. And I look at my girl, like, it's on speaker in the car. I look at her. What is going on here?
Can you say that on the radio?
It was on the radio, but, this is bullshit.
She actually said, quote unquote,
this is bullshit.
I wonder if they had like an interview set up for you or some shit.
I don't know.
That.
And she's going on about how when you commit to something, you need to follow
like
through.
Like a mom lecturing her high school kid?
It was so weird. It was so I couldn't understand what was going on. And, I just go, oh, all right.
Sure.
Well, see you later.
Cool. Never listen to that.
Yeah.
I can't,
Yeah, the first words out of her mouth were, this is bullshit. Okay. Wait, maybe
I mean, you're working in the one aspect of any industry that you really can't do that.
Yeah, customer service or anything like that, hospitality.
Fuck, when I used to wait tables or even sometimes now dealing with anyone, you know how many times I wish I could have said that?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
you just can't.
If you went on your impulse working in customer service or hospitality, you would never last.
No one
you
would
wouldn't
ever
last
have
a
a
day.
job.
Yeah, you'd last
no one would ever have a
day.
job.
People love like watching disputes online on like Yelp or TripAdvisor and stuff, and I always see it on like Imager and all these sites, and they're like, good for like the manager for fighting back. I'm like, that shit looks bad on the manager, not the fucking customer. Like when you get into a public dispute online about something that happened at your property, you just look bad as the one who's running the fucking place.
Unless the manager's being like a racist or fucking ignorant prick,
Well, even being like when you start accusing them of doing something. Oh, it's always like you showed up and you were being, you know what I mean? It's always accusatory towards them. Like I don't read that and think, oh my God, this is a guy standing up for his business. I think, oh no, that's a dude who like doesn't accept that they fucked up.
Yep.
That's like the first thing I
think.
And
even if they didn't fuck up, you just
be the bigger person.
Right, it costs you 10 cents to give someone a free burger.
Yeah. And then it just looks good if you're online and you're like, hey, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Here's my email. Contact me. I'll make sure it's right next time.
And then you can go off on them in the emails.
Exactly. In private.
It is funny,
They can show up and you can spit in their burger.
It's funny to see how many people actually argue in Yelp's public. It's a public forum, Like how many managerial type people will actually argue.
Oh yeah, and I worked at a hotel where somebody would argue and then sign her name, but she was the director of the operations director or whatever it was, and she would sign her name on the bottom, but she was doing it from the general manager's account on Yelp, so it had both fucking names. And I was like,
she didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't know that. How fucking disingenuous is that?
Not good.
I just like the fact you used the word disingenuous. That's one of my favorites. I like it.
It's a good word.
Should we start the show?
Yeah.
I just felt the couch vibrate.
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Alrighty, everyone and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Tasteless Gentlemen. Speaking of gentlemen, Dom, you're looking like Tiger Woods in that hat, dude. I like it.
Am I?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like a chilling, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to myself.
I like it.
Not Nike. I mean,
You might get a sponsorship.
Yeah, you
from
never
Nike?
know.
Yeah, you never know.
I sincerely doubt it, but you can try.
Doubt that one.
The
fam.
Air DJs.
I like that.
Alex,
Yeah. I'm giving a preemptive free Morgan Freeman.
All right.
that's a new shirt for sure.
For sure.
Scoop,
I want to second that. Poor Morgan. Doesn't deserve this.
and I'll third it.
Dragged through the mud.
Dragged through the mud for a little assault.
Just
Come on.
for a little old creepy man bullshit.
Little harassment.
For those who did not know, Morgan Freeman is 80. 80.
And he's been 80 for 80 years.
He has. He was born 80.
Yeah. He's like Benjamin Button, but just doesn't age either way.
He just stays at 80 years old his whole life.
What happened, though? 'Cause I
He's
don't know.
accused of fucking 8 separate women have come forward, and this is just what I gathered from reading a couple articles in the last 25 minutes. 8 separate women have come forward and accused him of sexual assault, not rape. Rape
Was it
wasn't the term that
assault or
used.
was it harassment?
It was like misconduct and assault. Assault
What?
was used.
Misconduct? That's like a 15-yard penalty. What?
There's a flag on the rape.
Misconduct?
I don't know what misconduct is.
I know, right?
That's a fucking really vague term.
Is that a workplace term? That's like HR bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, not bullshit.
Yeah.
Workplace misconduct.
Yeah, yeah.
It's annoying. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be backlash the more. I mean, if it's legit, it's legit. Whatever.
Yeah, but like we were talking about, it depends on how far back it goes. Like if this shit was
Right.
taking place, in the 50s and 60s when he was 80,
Yeah.
it shouldn't the statute of limitations.
It's like he grabbed somebody's dick in Vietnam, and we're talking about it right now. It's like, come on. He was on opium or whatever. He's slamming heroin. Leave the man alone.
It's just we've said it before. Like where the fuck does it stop?
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there are people out here who'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're saying that's okay," and it's like it's not really saying it's okay, but at the same point, like there's variations of behavior that change over time or that are accepted over time.
Yeah, especially from a social evolution standpoint.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I think honestly, a lot of feminists aren't going to be content until every single male on the planet is castrated.
Well, and then
legitimate.
and then they're gonna complain about dudes not hitting on them.
Yep.
Like to a certain extent, like you're just gonna scare dudes into being, basically waiting for women to make the move, and then we know that'll never fucking happen. Don't get me wrong, I would prefer it.
I don't know. Bumble does seem to have some success.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't on Bumble.
I just, in general, I know a lot of dudes who fucking had very much success with Bumble for sure.
No, I mean, there's decent success. on
Those
Bumble.
dating apps, speaking of Bumble, but Tinder, I guess they're adding 37 genders. I don't know if it's already been implemented. Yeah. I just saw a headline about it. I didn't read the article. I want to make that very clear.
While you're talking, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, it was 30. They want to do 37 genders.
You know what?
Tinder.
I'm actually okay with it because I'm tired of matching with bras and then seeing in the profile trans.
That's a good point. Or whatever non-binary. Like I just want to date a chick.
Yeah,
like that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want some feminist. I don't want any of that. That's actually a good point.
Yeah,
And if you're on some furry shit, you can go fuck right off.
Yeah, or just fuck me because I'm hairy.
Or that, yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to fuck.
Yeah,
I'll fuck her in that monkey
I'll
suit.
wear a rabbit suit. I don't give a fuck. Didn't you used to have the chicken suit or whatever?
Yeah, the chicken suit. I used to wear that thing out randomly.
Apparently, and this should not come as a shock, this is as a result of reports of a transphobic culture on Tinder that emerged earlier this year.
Good. That's what I'm. It's not transphobic though. It's just I just don't want to fuck a dude.
Right.
Like I don't want to like.
There was a bunch of articles talking about people putting, their preference in the dating thing as that being racist. I only date black dudes or I only date white guys. I don't understand how this is racist.
It's a preference.
It's a sexual
man.
preference. Some things don't get you off. Period.
I'm a short dude. You know how many bitches say I don't fucking date short dudes?
But
fuck
you know
you.
what? But you know what? If you don't want to fuck me, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Dude, we need to start
You're
that
wrong.
movement.
Yeah.
You are wrong if you don't want to fuck me.
This is a long article. I'm still
Yeah.
trying. Oh, here we go. agender, androgen, G-Y-N-E, androgynous, bigender, female to male, FTM, gender fluid, gender non-conforming, gender questioning.
Good. Weed them out.
I mean, dude, there's 37.
37.
Neither is an option.
I know people. Like I said, I know people want to bitch and moan. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Weed it out. I want to know right away.
I didn't think about that perspective though. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like if you just put it's just female.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And they want you to think they're a female. They pull the whole like, oh, I'm a female thing. Oh, but I have a penis. Are you okay with that?
A little
No.
sneaky
yeah.
What about the good old days when you reach down and find out, she's got a dick?
Yeah.
What about you said gender fluid?
Dude, there's another one on
I
here
kind of
called
like that.
Two Spirit. What is Two Spirit?
That's me. Don't question it.
I like.
That's
what
called
if it's like-
bipolar.
I mean, this is utterly fucking ridiculous. Transmasculine.
What about a section for just all squirters? That's what I'm thinking of.
Ooh.
How about
Gender
just
fluid.
That'd be nice.
Right?
how about just a dating
I
app for
kind of like that
squirters?
preference.
Just a dating app for squirters.
Or women who want to squirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or want to find the guy that can,
Yeah,
make,
can make
them
them squirt.
Yeah.
What is that when you do?
I think every girl's trying to find that.
When you do the finger, what is it? The finger tongue thing at the you do
Yeah.
it too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm suing.
That's a good
I
point.
got one. I'm suing.
And also why would Tinder then change? I mean, I feel as though people are just going to get off Tinder. There's other options now. It's not only Tinder,
No,
right?
there's well, I mean,
And Tinder's kind of the trash one now. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the
when I
People don't even like try anymore. Like I've noticed on Tinder, women are just like, yeah, I'm just looking to hook up. Like they just don't fucking care anymore.
and she's not. She's lying. She just
Yeah.
wants to feel good.
free
Yeah.
dinner, dude. That's what she wants. Free
Yeah.
sushi.
Oh, that
steak.
dude struck again.
What dude?
The guy
the
who-
free dinner.
the free
yeah.
dinner guy.
The free dinner finesse.
Yeah, he was off for about 8 months in hiding.
Wait,
And then
is this the dude that would go and then leave at the bill? or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
You mean, in other words, our hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only goes to nice restaurants and he only takes bad bitches and just leaves them there.
That's so great. That's so great.
And there was so many articles about him, because he's done it so many times that he had to lay low for a little while.
Is
He's
it
back
illegal?
in. I don't know how.
No,
yeah.
it can't.
Oh, yeah, I
if
know.
it's a consensual date, I don't think there's any way it could be construed as illegal.
I love
No,
it.
I know. Yeah. Let these girls know what's up.
That's not a bad idea.
I
I
love
think
it.
it's fucking.
He's an
hilarious.
innovative. He's an innovator.
Yeah. He needs some kind of prize.
We should make a shirt for him.
Yeah. He needs keys of the city.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's-
Well, they gave him to
let's
Stormy
start-
Daniels.
Let's start posting on Craigslist to see if we can get him to figure out to come public
I
go
love it.
public.
I think he is public. They
Is
know his
he?
name. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Because there's pictures of him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a. Yeah, he's a real person. I don't know. Do you guys hear about Ronaldinho, the soccer player?
No.
Did he fuck a tranny?
Do you watch
Well,
soccer?
that's the other one.
Do you watch soccer, by the way?
I used to.
Yeah.
I don't watch much sports anymore. But Ronaldinho, he was very famous from like the late '90s until probably.
He fell off quick.
Yeah, but I mean that's soccer.
Yeah.
Once you turn like 38, your fucking legs don't
Yeah.
work
And he
anymore.
already made $100 million.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
I looked it up. He's worth $90 million. I think he's doing all right. But he
Still
is
a shitty grill though.
he is. Oh yeah. His teeth are all fucked up. But he's marrying 2 girls in a couple of months.
Hell yeah.
in Brazil.
Yeah, he's marrying 2 girls, legal, good to go.
Is he
2
Muslim?
Speaking
chicks.
of heroes,
Is that legal in Brazil?
I guess.
apparently.
I don't know. I mean, there's more women than there are men in Brazil.
Dude,
so.
that divorce is gonna cost him a lot.
Prenup.
In Brazil, you just killed a bitch.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Or you have her killed.
Yeah, fucking some block boy will come over and fucking knock her off. No
Especially
problem.
if you got 100
Jesus.
million.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
How old are they? Are they younger?
They're younger.
gotta be,
yeah,
I'd imagine.
they're younger, and they're both cute, and they both look different, which is how you would do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why would you get 2 of the same?
Why? Variety, baby.
Yeah. You don't buy the same shirt twice unless it's
Yeah.
TTG.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But can Muslims you can date? You can have multiple wives.
Well,
Like
there's also
some kind of
in
Muslim culture.
Yeah, and Mormons. Yeah.
Mormons,
yeah.
Yeah, Mormons. Maybe I was thinking
But
Mormons.
don't they kind of not get away with it because it's not
Polygamy?
really legal?
It's not legal, yeah.
But they do get away with it because they're in private communities. It's
I
like
don't
a
think
weird.
so. Isn't the
you can only legally, in
It's
the
not
eyes of the law, you can
federally
only-
legal,
yeah,
right?
It's not state legal either.
okay?
Yeah.
So it's just legal within Mormonism then.
Yeah.
And then, but it's also like super creepy. They marry off children and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
well,
yeah,
nah.
it's not.
Yeah,
I just go to Brazil.
It's not the
I
business.
was
Yeah.
thinking about, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
converting.
The
but-
talent's a little better there as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
just slightly.
I was like, oh, I got.
Just go to Brazil.
I'm restricted.
Brazilian women are like either like super fucking gorgeous or hideous.
Hideous.
Yeah, there's not a lot of middle ground. there.
Hideous.
Hideous, and they're almost all cunts. Almost
Yeah.
every single Brazilian chick I've ever met is a cunt.
I've talked about this
Really?
before.
Yes.
They hate me.
Yeah.
I've never I remember my cousin's girlfriend just looked at me with disgust for like the entire week I was in Miami. Like literally, like she like just wouldn't even like talk to me.
Why though?
I don't know. I didn't like say.
Because you said hello to her.
Yeah, they're just from what I gather is I don't know if it's a cultural thing or a language thing, but they don't pick up sarcasm.
That's a
not
big
good.
deal then
That's a
for
big
someone
deal.
who's excessively sarcastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're an asshole then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To her, I was just like a filthy,
Yeah,
fucking
you were just a disgusting
pig,
pile
yeah.
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true too. But
Yeah. Still trying to fuck.
I have a question. Speaking of multiple wives, because I guarantee there's probably an answer for this. At what point is it too many? Because there's like two. I feel like 2,
7.
3.
one,
I
Well,
want
that's what I was.
7.
No, but
one
that's
is too many. What do you
no that. But that's what I'm saying. Like Mormons, dude. There are some who have. What was that show? Fucking, they had
Oh,
like
Big
6,
Love.
7 wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did the FBI kick in that fucking door? He's
a
got all
valid
these
question.
wives and shit on
Yeah,
TV.
On TV.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the HBO show Big Love. There was like a reality show about some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm just. I have a feeling that, at least in my opinion, at some point there's way too much estrogen. Just too much.
Unless you can like bring down like the iron fist, like rule the house type
Of money. The iron fist of
no,
money,
no.
baby.
It would have to be like total like religious oppression type of shit. That's the only way you can
Like
enjoy.
Zeus with a lightning bolt.
Yeah, exactly. Like if like what you said went and nobody else could have even like mouth back to you. That's the only way you could ever even like stay sane as a man. Now they'd probably end up killing themselves or you later on.
As long as it's themselves, that's not my problem. New wife.
Yeah.
Fucking
New wife, new life. I'm
yeah.
good.
Upgrade.
That's 7 opportunities to get killed, though. I mean, fuck, that's kind of frightening.
You wear a vest, you rock a gun. It's
You're sleeping
Utah,
in
baby.
fucking chainmail.
Fuck it. That's what you got to do. You never let them touch you in the dark. You know, you make sure you and let me see your hands before she comes in the room. Clap. Yeah.
Just always clap.
They all gotta wear bells on their fucking shoes so you know where they are in the house.
Different
Fucking
size
cats.
bells, though, so you can get a different tone for each
Yeah.
one.
They all gotta sleep in the same room. You're fucking. You've got
It locks.
you've got the metal security door, fucking, you know, like drug dealers have.
Yeah, it's just a nice barn, you know, with bunk beds.
You sleep in a safe room.
I want to get someone on the show who's a Mormon who has multiple wives. I want to hear about this.
It's got to be horrible.
It's pretty rare.
I don't
There's
see-
not many polygamous communities.
Yeah, see,
out
I don't
there.
think you're getting into some really insane sex shit where you got one girl licking your butthole, another
No,
one
you're
blowing
not like-
you.
Why
They-
not?
they-
It's your wife.
No, but dude, Mormons.
I agree, but I'm
Like,
just saying I don't think it
I
happens.
would just have him to chill. You know what I'm
No.
saying? And like, just do whatever I want.
just more
when
to
I feel like
more
it.
to cuddle with.
Hell, fucking 7 bitches.
Yeah, it's a
I
lot
mean,
of
it is
cuddling.
nice, like, have one making dinner while you're having sex with the other one.
Yeah, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, play video games.
Yeah.
and
but
fucking
but you're
look
not
at
if you're Mormon, you're not doing that shit. Like
No.
they wear magic underwear so you can't see the genitals when you're having sex.
I'm sorry,
What?
Magic underwear?
Magic underwear, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And
Does
like-
it have a hole in it?
Yeah, so it's like basically like a fly, but like for both of you, and it's like long underwear. It's not like boxers.
Like a nightshirt?
Yeah,
they-
like a
Ebenezer
nightie, yeah.
Scrooge
It's
wore?
annoying.
It's like a romper for fucking.
That's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, could you imagine like having to stick it through the holes and then you gotta get their little hole?
And you gotta
yeah.
wash that thing every day because
But what if
the
the-
nasty?
What if the pussy was fire?
I mean, that changes
Would
a lot.
would you know?
Yeah, right when you get in, you go, "Oh my god!" You know it's gonna be 3 pumps and you're
Man,
out.
could you imagine being Mormon and never like touching a woman for your entire life, and then getting married and all of a sudden feeling vagina for the first
Could
time?
you imagine being a human being?
How about any religion? Because
Yeah.
you're not technically supposed to fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Mormon is like very strict. Like no, like Catholic. Yeah, nobody really followed that
Hey,
shit.
God forgives, bro.
Yeah,
God forgives.
I couldn't. I semi remember the first time I have sex, but that putting it in the first time. What the fuck is going on here?
You really,
It's warm.
yeah.
you realize that there was this entire time you were alive, there has been a home for your dick
Yeah.
all along.
Yeah.
And like it was the same thing like when because I you get a hand job first and you're like, oh, that's cool, that's what it feels like when somebody else touches your dick.
Yeah.
And then when you get the first time I got a blow job, I remember I was in the back seat of my fucking car and it was just like, oh my god. And then
Yeah.
the same fucking thing fucking for the first time. It's
Yeah.
like it's completely different feeling. Just what did fucking Jim Jeffries said? He's like, why would I ride the swings when I've been on the roller coaster?
Yeah. Fair
Some
enough.
shit like that.
Fair enough. Fuck, I remember that shit.
I didn't do it in that order. I was straight sex first.
Just straight sex.
Yeah.
Really, right?
Like no foreplay?
Nah.
What,
It's like she didn't even like jerk your dick.
Nah.
No, he was
Well, you
hard.
just
He
whip
was
it
hard-
out?
He was hard as soon as she walked in the room.
I mean, I still get hard on the dance floor, so I can't really talk shit about that. I gotta bend over,
Yeah.
Are you doing the fucking tuck up in the,
Yeah,
in the belt buckle?
tucking
Yep.
and shit, just rubbing it on chicks' ass.
I honestly didn't know until I talked to women. They love that shit. Like,
I bet. I have a feeling they do too.
obviously, if they like you, they like it. It's
Yeah.
not like they're like, oh my god, cool, some random
Yeah.
dude's rubbing his dick on me.
I thought
but-
that too.
Well, it's,
Some bro just
Yeah.
rubbing it.
it's no different than if you were dancing with them and you see a fucking puddle around their fucking.
Oh my god,
vagina.
when you can
That'd be
feel
dope.
it through the pants. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's settle down over here. Settle down. He's about to start jerking off.
Who wants to play soggy crackers?
Damn, kill the camera. Shut it down.
Give me 15 minutes, guys.
Let's fucking
Bradley, what's
do
your Wi-Fi
this.
password?
So we
Off limits.
we did a post earlier on some questions.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was
Yeah,
actually a
yeah.
purpose to the show, as opposed to just sitting around talking bullshit.
We had a plan.
yeah.
We're following through with that plan.
So we're gonna keep doing Whitey Bitches, obviously, and then we also want to add these in there. It's like Ask a Tasteless Gentleman. I think we did one of these a long time ago.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I
Yeah.
think it was the last live one we
Yeah.
did when we actually
Yeah.
It was a live show.
Some of you guys have great questions, and some of you are retarded.
Yes.
But that goes.
That's the internet.
I also feel like it's the people who don't watch the show who have retarded questions.
I think it's the other way.
You really?
Yeah, I think they're just trying to say
Wait,
ridiculous
Did we
shit.
get any good ones? Like, why are you guys such fags?
I didn't see
those?
that one yet, but
Yeah,
I'm
not as many as those, but yeah, we'll start with a good one. I think that
You guys both pulling these up?
yeah. So this one's from Michael. It says, "Do you regret not doing someone when you were younger, your early mid-20s, and if so, what or who is it?"
That's a good question.
That is a good question. That takes some
You
thought
wanna
right there.
Go start with Dom. We'll just go this way.
Man, I don't even pay attention. I was freaking. Hey, what'd you say?
Bradley, you start so that way you
So
can
the
get
question
the idea.
is, do you have a regret or someone or something that you regret from your 20s?
Yeah.
I'll just stay in the vein of a regret as far as a female is concerned. And yeah, I think I've mentioned it on the show before, but there's this one fucking redhead. The only redhead I've ever hooked up with. And she was all about me. And I was on the tail end of a relationship, so I was all fucked up in the head. And she blew me once. I mean, ass like that, like this, dude. And I remember...
like a flat table.
Like,
a
no,
flat
no, like that. No, fucking that, like firm. Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. I remember she was blowing me, and I reached back to smack her ass, and I'm like, wow, like she was just in ridiculously good shape, and gave a phenomenal blowjob, and I never fucked her. I got all weird and stupid because I was in that mode of I kind of want my ex back, but I kind of really like this chick.
Fuck.
And I totally fucked it up.
I know that feeling. I hate that I've ever had that feeling
And I
before.
never, like, I've had others in my past where I had an opportunity to make amends and have sex with them, like, years down the road. But this one I didn't. So that's my one regret.
Where is she now?
I don't know. Probably still in San Diego.
Is she
Married
on
with kids.
Facebook?
Dude,
I don't know.
Find her on
Yeah.
Facebook. I every couple of weeks I creeped on a girl I liked in 5th grade. I'm not even kidding. I found her. She looks good.
I looked for one from preschool.
And
That,
that-
I can't remember her last name.
And,
though.
and that was pretty romantic too. Just show her that clip about you talking about her ass, and she'll
Yeah,
she'll
that's
be all
true.
over you.
still
Stupid,
looks like
fucking
that.
so stupid.
I think it's not a specific thing. I wish I'd have been more aggressive when I was younger.
With chicks.
Yeah, and I don't mean not
Yeah, no.
Morgan Freeman style, but
Twirl for me.
twirl for me, bitch. What kind of panties you wearing? I just mean like
Let me sniff 'em.
Let me sniff them. I just never really took the when I like 20, early 20, like maybe just 21, 22 in there. I didn't like take the initiative, and I also would had the wrong mindset of going out and like I wanted to get laid, or I went out like this is what it's all about. You go out and try to fuck.
Yeah.
And it took me a couple of years to go, oh, that's not what it's about at all.
Not at all.
Go out and have fun, and then you're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I would
It's a
have known
reverse
that.
psychology to it.
Yeah, and I wish I also would have known that in high school.
Yep.
I had fucking
That's
no
true.
balls in high school. Holy shit!
I don't even think I literally had no balls. I don't think they dropped.
I'm
in your
gonna
body.
I'm gonna second that, and I'm actually kind of mad that you brought that up because that's exactly what I was thinking was something very fucking similar.
Yeah.
But what I wish that I was more confident and more assertive.
Yeah.
I think that I had like such a distorted view in high school about like what women thought about me
Yeah.
because I didn't have this revelation until I was probably like in my late 20s.
Yeah.
But there was an incident where we were like partying at somebody's house, and you know everybody would get fucked up and pass out.
Yeah.
And I was trying to hook up with this chick, but she was like pissed off because one of her friends was hooking up with my friend.
Right.
Like she wanted to hook up with my friend, but this chick was like a dog.
Yeah.
And her friend was super hot. There was no chance that this chick was ever going to hook up with my friend.
We all had those friends too that just pulled vagina
Yeah.
wherever, dude.
But
Annoying.
Hated him.
And so like I couldn't figure it out. I was like, dude, this chick is not even good looking. Like as far as like any scale goes, I felt like I was better looking, but I was like, maybe I'm not. You know, maybe I'm.
Maybe this is my level.
Yeah, maybe
this is my playground.
Exactly.
I'm a troll.
and then as I started like venturing outside of my circle of friends and outside of my high school, I started pulling more attractive women. And I realized later on that most of my confidence was shattered because I didn't understand that these women only wanted to fuck like the most popular fucking person in high
alpha
school.
males.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and so like I didn't and you know, it wasn't that I wasn't popular, it wasn't that I wasn't in like the in crowd. It's just that they wanted that next dude up.
It's like the quarterback, dude. That's who they want to
Yeah,
fuck in
exactly.
high school. Yeah.
And so I didn't realize until later. I think what happens as you get older is women start realizing where they fall. And you as a guy, you start realizing what's in your wheelhouse, and then you start getting into that comfort zone.
But if you're confident, you just put them there.
Exactly.
That's the other thing.
It's
Just
exactly.
fucking-
So like if I didn't feel like I had to like grovel,
Yeah.
you know, if I felt like I was deserving of you know what I felt like I was I could get, then I definitely could have been more aggressive and more confident and pulled more women at that time and in my early 20s.
This just reminded me of a quick story, and it's in the same fucking thing that we were just all talking about. There was a girl, I was 16 or I might have been 15 actually. There was a girl I knew from 6th grade, so I'd known her for a while, and we used to go home. She was so banging. She was Asian. She was a little bit taller. And she had the fat. She still looks good. I'll show you guys after. She looks so fucking good.
Good for her.
Oh my god, she's so banging. And you know, I'm at 15, so I was still a virgin. And I would go. We lived like kind of in the same area, so I would go home with her every day after school. You know, we'd hang out after school and you know talk. But I knew her for a while, you know. And one day I remember she asked me, she's like, "Would you ever consider dating me?" And I didn't know how to respond. I was such a fucking idiot. I didn't know how to respond.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Like I just didn't know what to say.
no,
like,
we're too close of friends.
yeah, meanwhile, I was jerking off every day just thinking about her. I'm like, no, I would never date you. Fucking
Wow.
douchebag.
Damn.
And I remember thinking about that. I forgot, you know, you block it out like like your uncle touch you.
A traumatic.
Block that shit out for like 10 years. I remember that. Horrible.
Jesus.
Tom, what you got?
Good pussy ain't everything.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good one.
Because I put up with a lot of shit and just have people around just for that specific reason.
Dude,
That
that's
reason
solid
only.
right there.
That's a shirt too. Good
Yeah.
pussy ain't everything.
Yeah.
You know
That's.
what I'm saying?
I mean,
But
that,
it is something.
those are some serious. Those are some serious words of wisdom.
But it is.
That's so real, though. The shit you put up with when you're young
Yeah.
for no reason.
No fucking reason.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
there
for
is
like-
one
No,
reason.
know your worth, King.
For like subpar blowjobs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, it can always get better, and it can always get worse.
Yep.
So, you know,
It is the fear of like you don't know what comes next. If you,
yeah. Well, and that's along the same. Bradley, you've talked about this before, but when you break up when you're younger, you
Yeah.
feel like like in high school, you think you'll never date
It's
a
the end
chick
of the.
again.
It's the end of your romantic
Yeah.
world.
What a pussy! Like if I ever have a kid and he starts moping around the house because he broke, I'm gonna beat him up.
Slap him.
and rightfully so.
And rightfully so. And I'm gonna yell some slurs that, you know, it's gonna be rude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with all 37 gender slurs.
And in the new season of 13 Reasons Why,
I think it takes a lot of years of going through that bullshit to realize that, oh wait, every time I've split up with someone, I found someone else, so it's not
Yeah.
true.
And half the time the other person was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the person
until, you,
Hopefully-
until you realize they were just the same as your ex.
Yeah, that's true,
Hopefully
yeah,
you're ascending
yeah.
throughout
Ho-
life
hopefully.
and not
Hopefully.
descending.
Hopefully. Well, if your life is ascending, you'll probably be,
You
know,
should be upping the quality of your
Yeah.
significant other.
'Cause
If you're still fucking girls you went to high school with, then you might have some problems.
yeah, yeah. And, like if you just get a trophy fuck, that's one thing. But
Yep.
girls only they date like you know, they only date like, you know, laterally and up. They don't really
yeah, they don't
you know.
dip.
they don't dip. Yeah, yeah. So
I
but
mean,
you just got to get higher.
Status wise, they date up.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
But,
so
like,
you just got to get higher.
looks wise, yeah. That's why,
Oh yeah, looks doesn't mean shit. You could be. I mean, there's a reason. Like Biggie Smalls, one of the ugliest dudes of all time, was banging chicks all over the fucking globe.
Women will fuck Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
Right
Big
now.
Pun. They used to fuck Big Pun. Brown hairs everywhere.
Fat Joe.
You nasty Pun. I don't care.
All right. We'll do the next one. Where are the big titty goth girls at?
Ooh, they're fucking gaming. That's
And
where
they're
they're
at
at.
rock
Is it
shows.
they're gaming?
I've seen a lot of big tittied hot gamer chicks. Yeah,
Really?
and I'm not even a gamer. I just fucking have friends who game.
Where are you watching this?
Huh?
Twitch, baby.
Just in general,
Or-
yeah, on fucking
on
Twitch
on the
TV?
interwebs too.
Is that your new jerk off?
Big big titty goth girls. That's such a random.
Isn't that
question.
in rock shows?
It got to be rock shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, goth, like a lot of
What?
people would see a pale white chick with fucking, eyeliner on and go, "Oh, she's goth because she's got a black T-shirt." Like I could be goth. For
You
some
are
people.
goth right now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Gothic.
So I don't know.
Fuck.
Did you have a goth phase, or were you just punk rock from the start?
I mean, there was a time where I did wear fucking eyeliner and I painted my nails black.
I think it's more like a Marilyn Manson concert then.
It's,
Probably,
I
yeah.
mean, find the bands that fucking those chicks would listen to and go to those shows. There
I
you
do
go.
like some big titty goth chicks though.
Yeah.
God damn, some pale chick with some big old titties
Dude,
and
you-
nice
There is
areolas.
something about the pale chick with the huge tits. It's amazing.
You could go and fucking just search. I think there's actual goth porn. So yeah,
Really?
to whomever asked that question, goth porn.
Shout out to Suicide Girls on the gram.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love
Suicide
her.
Girls.
Is that goth though, or is that sort of?
I think most people would label that. I label it as just chicks with tattoos, and
yeah,
piercings.
that like getting half naked.
Well, at some point, Suicide Girls were like, they were not the norm. It was the uniqueness
Oh,
of the
yeah,
tattoos
yeah.
and the piercings, and now it's like
Especially in San Diego, that's standard.
fucking every chick, even the chicks who go out downtown, have full sleeves.
And
Yeah.
they're horrible too. They be bad tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, keep it down over there with
Fuck
the bad
yeah.
tattoos. I got a few of those.
Me too.
So
I really
All
wanted
right,
this one.
science.
we agree.
Yeah, science question.
Uh-oh.
Phew, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Who would win in a fight? This is from Ryle. I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah, you guys said a name.
Or Dom needs to say
yeah.
the name.
Who'd win in a fight? An angry prime territorial alpha silverback gorilla or a rabid enraged Kodak grizzly bear?
Grizzly bear.
You think so?
Yeah, because they got teeth and claws. I mean, the
So
gorilla's
do-
just sheer
so do-
force.
So do gorillas have.
Gorillas have.
They have bite. They have
yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
up-
but all you need is a good swipe to fucking open up.
And a grizzly is standing. He's gonna stand.
Yeah.
I don't do it. A gorilla could crush the head of a bear.
Man,
If it gets to it, not if it stands.
Yeah.
I just feel like the gorilla's gonna take the back, put that choke in.
Yeah, they can do like way more
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. It's got long ass arms,
Right.
and the way they stand up. You're seeing, dude. If you guys, it's all along the same line. Have you
Big,
seen?
big cheeks.
Oh yeah. The gorilla's fucking. We've been over that a million times.
Yeah.
I could jerk off that all day. No. There's two gorillas. They get up to each other. It's in a zoo, and they stand up. They're huge silverback. Like 7 feet tall when they're standing up, and they stand up and they start banging chests and doing what gorillas do, I guess.
Yeah.
And some lady, she sounds like she's from the South. And she's like, somebody call the zookeepers. Like, what? So,
What are we gonna do?
yeah, run in there.
Bring it up.
Bring it up. Hey, see? Everybody lie down the ground.
Everybody down.
Knock it off, guys.
Shoot the gorilla.
Shoot them. It's like they were just fighting. Get the zookeeper.
That's a good question, though.
I'm going with gorilla.
I'm going bear.
I feel
Well,
gorilla,
grizzly.
man.
Those
But what were the
claws.
details? Sorry, because it does make a difference. If the
Alpha male silverback.
alpha territorial.
Yeah, territorial.
silverback.
okay, or does the gorilla have, or excuse me, the bear rather have cubs in the area?
No, it doesn't say that. Just
that makes a
Not
It
difference.
is. It's valid.
To the death.
Because they'll go.
To the fucking death.
They go hard.
dude, gorillas are strong as fuck.
Yeah.
So are
So are
fucking
grizzly bears
grizzlies.
enraged.
Yeah, but like, dude, like they can only swipe and claw and bite. A fucking
And climb.
yeah, they can.
But they
something-
can't climb like a gorilla, though.
Yeah, and a gorilla can straight up thump a fucking bear in the head and knock him out cold. Like, there's no way if a gorilla just came in with like a fucking fist.
I
and-
love the fact that we're debating this.
I know. Isn't there a TV show on like Discovery Channel that does this? Where they,
Probably.
Yeah,
where they
Oh
simulate
yeah,
the fights?
it's like silent. It's an actual science show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
simulated fights,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a megalodon versus fucking
Yeah.
Godzilla.
And but to me, like the way a gorilla can move is way more elusive and way.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like the bear has to do straight on charges.
Yeah.
and the gorilla can jump around, dive.
but a gorilla is like Mike Tyson. Like,
Yeah.
not only is it fast, but it fucking packs a
Yeah.
punch.
I gotta go gorilla.
Yeah.
Then we're
And you
split.
see Planet of the Apes anyway? They got guns and shit.
Yeah.
They ride horseback.
You seen that grizzly tear up Leonardo DiCaprio?
I just watched that again the other day. The Reverend.
Come
At
on,
the
man.
Reverend.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And all Grizzlies bear do kill that gay dude who had the
Oh yeah, Grizzly Man.
Grizzly man. Yeah, nothing impressive.
Go away, bear. Go away, bear.
What else we got? What else?
Yeah.
I got one from Quincy Perry. He asked, if you could get rid of anything off the face of the earth, what is some of the dumb shit you would remove?
Bitches.
Just women? These some of
Only
them.
dudes, bro down,
Bro down, let's roll.
It's the TTG Clubhouse. Get out, girl.
Get out.
I'm a He-Man woman hater.
That's a good question too.
Oh man.
What would I do without mushrooms?
I don't know if
Not
it's something
magic
that I would
mushrooms,
get
but-
rid of, but like I just want more freedom. It's not that I would want to get rid of shit.
Freedom.
So I guess we're getting rid of some like laws. I just want more freedom. Just do what I want. Fuck off. Like the law that you can't walk down the street and hold a fuck and drink a beer
Yeah.
drives me in fucking sane. I don't understand. If we already have laws for if you're blacked out, I get it. If you're blacked out on the street,
or if
like-
you're being disruptive.
yeah, I totally understand that. That makes total sense to me.
What's
but-
What's stupid about it is you could walk in the front yard right now and we could drop a keg, and we can get as fucked up as we want right here in the front yard. If you step on the sidewalk, breaking the law.
yeah.
So it has nothing to do with like the visual, oh, he's drinking kind of thing.
It's so weird.
And there's loitering laws. So if your issue is people hanging around,
Right.
there's no loitering.
Yeah, I just feel like there's laws on top of laws when you already have laws for the problem
Yeah.
that exists.
Yeah.
And I think you should be allowed to drink in your fucking car, if you're not driving. And even if you're driving, one
Yeah,
beer.
You
fuck
can
off.
in Montana.
That's how it should be.
Dude, my friend's dad who did construction would drive home every single day with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Again, that's how it should be.
Especially after a full day
said
of fucking working on a jackhammer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure don't pound the whole 6-pack.
No, they did.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
But I'm just saying, you should be able to drink a fucking beer in your car. Fuck off. And if you kill somebody, you get fucking hit with the fullest extent of the law. It's already murder. It's manslaughter at the least.
You get killed.
Yeah, like, okay, fair enough, but I'm drinking a single beer.
And then I'm doing another one after that.
Yeah. And then I'm drinking another beer and a couple lines.
And a shot and this half bottle of Jack
Yeah,
Daniels.
for sure. And I'm squeezing lemons
mean,
in my eyes. Like, I get a little crazy.
Everybody has that leaving Las Vegas fantasy of Nicolas Cage just pounding the bottle and driving.
Yeah.
It's so depressing, dude.
I mean, I have done that before,
Yeah.
very long time ago when I didn't know.
Dude,
what
I
was doing.
fucking allegedly, when back in my heyday, would be drinking and fucking doing key bumps while I'm driving. Like, blasting fucking music.
Welcome to the jungle.
Seriously, it was like that, dude. Some Motley Crue and shit.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
jungle.
One of my favorite scenes in all of fucking television was on what was that True Detective, the second season with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
It was the horror. The first season was great. The second season was fucking god awful.
I never saw that show.
But there was one episode where there's a scene where Colin Farrell's character is like a total degenerate, and he loses some like sort of some like legal battle or whatever for his son with his ex-wife. And he comes back home and he just drops a fucking 8-ball of blow on the table, blasts music, and then gets a bottle of tequila, and he's just taking shots, ripping lines, like not like raging out on
yeah, my
music.
man.
And Colin Farrell knows about that too.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
lived that experience.
Oh, for sure.
It's like
times.
a Apocalypse Now, that beginning scene. He's just all fucked up in the hotel room,
Yeah,
smash his head with the mirror.
I would do away with religion, personally.
Just all outright?
All organized religion, yes.
Organized religion.
Yes.
So spirituality, okay. Organized religion.
Organized religion, I would get rid of it.
Yeah.
You don't think that? I mean, I'm not religious on any level, but you don't think it does set a framework for some people?
Well, that's why I'm saying organized religion. I think it does way more harm than it does good.
Yeah. Because all of those things that the religions believe they're like pretty much unanimous across the board, very, very much the same.
Yep.
Like they're like, you don't need religion to tell you not to kill somebody. Put it that way.
Some people do, I guess.
Who though? Like
I don't know, idiots?
Yeah.
I feel like more people kill in the name of religion than don't kill in the name of religion.
I agree. That's why I think organized religion should be fucking 86. But
Yeah.
But that's not a fun discussion. That's just being philosophical.
yeah.
Shit. Bitches.
Yeah. No bitches,
That's
just
what I
dudes.
said. Bitches. Did we all answer that? Bitches, religion, and fucking laws.
I want to drink.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, drinking.
Laws.
You
Anybody
got one?
else? Any got any
Yeah.
good insight on that?
No,
Fucking raisins in food.
Condoms.
No, oh,
No.
yeah, that's a given.
I mean, get rid of AIDS.
Yeah.
STDs.
Raisins.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Raisins in
STDs.
food.
STDs. That's a good
yeah.
answer. Yeah, STDs.
All right.
Man, imagine being able to just fuck all willy nilly, no
Oh,
worries.
Yeah.
Damn.
Only have to worry about kids, but you give them a fake name, fake number. You don't have to worry about those.
Yeah, I'm out.
And
Half
I
a
think
blunt
to
hanging out.
myself, what a wonderful
Speeding
world.
like a demon on 101 South.
What's next?
All right, so we've got Lynn, and Lynn asks, if Scoop gave Dom a piggyback ride, would they be as tall as Andre the Giant?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think he was like 7 foot, right?
7'1", 7'2".
He
or
could give
something.
me a
sure.
piggyback ride.
Yeah.
It's fucking as
Yeah.
tall as Andre the
Yeah,
Giant.
for sure.
Fucking
knock that
random
bitch out.
question.
We'd have 4 hands, Master Blaster.
I want.
The question is, could you guys combined outdrink him?
No.
I'm picturing
Fuck no.
fucking you guys in a swimming pool playing chicken and Andre the Giant's on one side.
Yeah.
Dom's like slapping at Andre on top of fucking Scoop's shoulders.
Dude, I watched the documentary about him, and they were showing his ring. Dude,
Oh,
the,
sure.
the thing like fit on a dude's wrist.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like no fucking joke. He was insanely fucking
Fat
huge.
fingers, baby. What else we got? Because that was a pretty.
He definitely had dick fingers though, for sure.
For sure. He couldn't dip 2 of those in a
Nah,
vagina.
no way.
No.
There's no 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink with this guy.
And he was fucking too.
Yeah, he was
Um,
laying giant pipe.
Joshua asked, "What's the best way to give a chick an orgasm?
Ooh, that's a good question too.
Have
Everyone
her
is-
fuck
Yeah.
your best friend."
Yeah. Let the Raiders get to her.
Have her fuck anyone but you.
Damn, tragic.
Oh man.
Nah.
It's different for every girl. I don't know.
I would say oral sex though overall.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Most of the time, if you think you're gonna get a chick off with your dick,
You're not.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Oral with a finger or 2.
Yeah.
If you can manage. It's hard though because you're like.
Yeah.
Get her off that way first, and then all is forgiven after that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like rule number 1.
Or another one, fucking, if you're fucking some chick like you got a girlfriend, bring a vibrator, dude. Use that
Yeah.
shit while you're fucking
work.
her.
yeah,
You could do the fucking with the finger too, or like you're fucking and you have a
Yeah,
finger
yeah,
on the clit.
I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
and a thumb.
That's
at the ass.
that's.
Is
I
that a
think
good
that's
one?
a good bit of wisdom. Incorporate the clit in everything.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Just
But
don't
not
be
too much.
forceful.
Yeah.
Not too much.
What you want to do is stimulate the clitoris and,
Yeah.
and penetrate deeply
And
simultaneously.
for those who don't know, the clitoris is on top.
I had a nightmare
about the
couple-
clit,
Yeah, no.
the
I
clit
can't
was
wait
just
to
coming at me.
It just hit me. I had a nightmare a couple of maybe 2-3 days ago that I was going down on a chick and I couldn't find her clit. Like it just wasn't there. Like, and I'm looking around, like, and I was like, dude, where is it? Like, I could not find him. Like, I know where this thing is supposed to
Like
be.
it just wasn't where it's supposed to be.
It was just smoothed over, like the whole area.
It's
like a Ken doll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
A
weird.
Barbie doll.
Weird.
Random. You got some
All right.
issues. dude.
Yeah, I know. and it was a specific chick. I don't want to say who it was on here because it was not a girl.
That's funny. I didn't think it was. Otherwise, you would have said that.
yeah.
All right, new one. Mike asks, "What do you think of the 30-year-old neckbeard getting evicted by his parents?"
Oh, that's good.
God, it's so good, so good, and he still thinks he's a victim.
Yeah,
That
and he's
freaking-
going on news. Why are news channels even allowing this guy to come on?
just wanna
and make
clown
this
him.
case? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
Because
fair.
people like us talk about it.
Yeah, no, I guess it's fair. Like maybe he does deserve like a straight up shaming to like be embarrassed and humiliated. Be like, oh, maybe I got to do something about this.
So the whole story is so he's 30. He lives at home. The parents asked him to leave a handful of times, and he's been living there 8 years without paying rent.
Why does he live? That was my question.
Yeah.
Why has he been living there for 8
Hey,
years and rent free?
Not paying rent, you better be caked up.
Yeah, right.
Like you better have a fuck ton of money if
right?
you're not paying rent.
Well,
8
just think,
years?
and think about all the expenses. Basically, he said he's buying his own food. Yeah, okay, Subway, fair enough.
Yeah.
But everything else
Doritos
though.
and Mountain Dew.
Yeah. He looks like he's eating a lot of that. You're not paying for basically anything else. So yeah, you got money.
Yeah. Does he work? I didn't.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Either way, even if you worked at fucking Dairy Queen, dude, you're flush.
he works at GameStop. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one shorting you on your return on your sell on your sellbacks. Oh yeah, this game you paid $80 for. Yeah, here's two.
Yeah,
$2.
I didn't see the movie Infinity War, but somebody did it. Some meme with the glove gauntlet thing. You know, like destroys the Earth or whatever the fuck it is, and hands it into GameStop, and they give him $3 back. So
He looks like that dude that would be 30 living at home.
For
though.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
I was watching a documentary on it's called Harmontown. It was about the guy who I think it was the guy who created the show Community, with the head writer and the show creator. And when he got kicked off the show, he started doing a podcast and went on tour. And he would do Dungeons and Dragons
like
live.
get-togethers or
yeah,
something like
no,
that.
not even
Yeah.
get-togethers, like live on stage, and so people would come who listen to the podcast. And yeah, what are they called? Like the game masters or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they had this dude who was like looked just like that dude, 30-year-old neckbeard, living at home with his parents. And at the beginning of the documentary, they literally go to this dude's parents' house to pick him up. And his parents are just like, we're just glad he's doing something.
Yeah, he's got
Like,
friends.
Yeah, like, he's just leaving the fucking house because he wouldn't leave the house like at all. And so they bring this nerd on the show on the road with them to do these Dungeons and Dragons games.
He's loving it.
Yeah.
He's loving it. Have you seen the guy that goes to that card game Magic the Gathering, and he takes photos of people's crack, and he get the ad like plumber's crack,
yeah.
and he goes and he just does like OG like prison photo like style, like he'll be like kneel down, shit like that.
That's funny.
And he just takes pictures, and it's he gets many in like one event. He's just like kneel down by.
Dude,
It's so funny.
there's some stereotypes that just exist for a reason.
There's
Like,
a reason why
Yeah.
they're stereotypes.
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know. So what we think about it?
He's a
You're
fucking loser.
idiot, dude.
He gets no pussy.
That's got to be it though. Like if you're getting pussy and you have the drive to get pussy, you're not living at your parents' house.
Dude, how have you not been fucking paying rent for 8 years and you're not like running some business on the fucking internet?
See, that makes it all that makes it okay. Like, even if he's
Yeah.
just trying something.
Yeah.
If he's just trying to do something else,
I want more backstory about this
yeah.
guy.
If he's like, oh, I'm trying to, I'm trying to be a writer. I'm trying to be J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling or
I've been
something.
working on my novel.
Yeah, fair enough.
For the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but hey, fair enough.
Let's get him on the show. We need answers.
Yeah.
What if there's a story that he's not telling?
He'll probably steal everything in this house. He'll probably
Yeah, I
squat
know,
here.
right?
You have to
Yeah,
call
and
the
then I
sheriff.
can't fucking get him out.
He'll be the guy on the couch.
Yeah, but on the other hand, though, you could get him out because you could just punch him. Like his parents can't punch
Yes.
him. But if he's squatting here, I'd throw
If he had
him.
been punched earlier in his life, he would not be living at home
Dude,
anymore.
think about the fact that he's even in the position in his head to think, oh, fuck you guys, I'm going to take you to court. You've allowed me to live under your roof rent-free for 8 years, but no, fuck you. I'm going to sue you for trying to kick me out.
Crazy.
Who the fuck thinks that way?
Can you imagine him like meeting up with his one or two friends? Like, man, my parents are such assholes.
Yeah, seriously.
I
You
gotta
know
take
he
him
said
back.
it,
Oh,
too.
for sure.
Well,
yeah.
they all go, mine too.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
Yeah, man, fuck parents.
Fuckers.
All right. Here's another one from Cherry, and she asks,
Ooh,
"How often do men really think about pussy?
like how much you
Like
want to
every-
fuck it? How much-
every 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it pretty often.
I think about it every time I see a girl.
Yeah. Like, what would she be like to fuck?
Literally
Yeah.
every single one. Even sometimes it's girls that I shouldn't be looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
Like too old,
Yeah, like
ugly
super
as
old,
fuck.
like,
I'm
damn,
like,
I wonder what that dusty vagina's like.
It's always the would I question.
yeah.
Dude, going to San Diego State was fucking torture.
Yeah,
Torture.
scared.
The most attractive fucking women concentrated in one fucking campus. I swear to fucking God.
UCSB wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
either.
Santa Barbara's got to be good too.
I've
yeah.
never felt more rapey than when I would go down to the beach on a fucking weekend and see chicks in bikinis. Like I had it took all of my fucking being and energy to not like run over and hop on top of them and just
just wrapping them real quick.
it was so ridiculous.
And then run away
Yeah,
with
exactly.
nut dripping out his leg. Inside his board shorts.
Come and go. Yeah, I mean, when I was in South Beach, when I just turned 21, it's all topless and you can drink on the beach still over there, and it's also very European. So like the people there are used to being topless, and we were out there throwing the football, drinking beers or whatever, and then you start a conversation with a group of girls who are topless on the beach, and you're just doing your best not to just stare at their tits the entire fucking time.
Or get an erection.
Or get an erection, yeah.
I make a conscious effort to make eye contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it gets creepy.
Well, yeah.
Because you're just,
I'm not looking down there. I'm not looking down there.
you don't
I'm not
say.
looking down there.
No, that's cool,
You're,
really.
You're either a perv or a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
I never get caught looking at titties ever anymore. I used to all the time. I never get caught looking at titties. I never get caught, when a girl walks by and you.
I mean, if you do get caught, you feel pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah. But I do never. It doesn't happen. I'm too fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm the Conor McGregor of staring at ass.
Meanwhile, your girl's watching this and she's like, "Oh my god, I've caught him so many times."
Yeah.
with
No,
your
she
girl's
doesn't
tits."
catch me either. She doesn't catch me either. I throw shit like, whoa, what happened over there?
He like picks up random sticks. You hear that?
Like, why'd you throw a fork at me? I'm like, I don't know.
Do the Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you got to get good at it though. But guys,
It's an art.
It is an art.
It's like looking at the sun. You can't
Yeah.
you can't look for too long.
Can't
You
look
got-
for too long.
it's a quick glance.
I've almost gotten a few couple because I got tinted windows just so I can stare at ass in San Diego, and there are a few times I've been looking like too long because you get caught up.
Yeah.
Because you just think about I want to be inside.
Driving in PB, I'm shocked I haven't gotten in an accident.
Yeah, because they're walking from the beach in bikinis.
Everywhere, or the bars,
Yeah.
and they're all day drinking. They're half naked, running around, non-fucking stop.
And
Hell yeah.
I mean, we've said it, but you just think I just want to taste.
Mhm.
I just.
Just one lick.
Oh my god!
Yeah, just
try.
I'm curious.
And like, if you could say that, you would.
Oh, you would. If that was the rule, like just one taste.
Yeah, if you I just want like a sniff and then maybe like a lick, and that's
Yeah,
it.
That's it. I just want to see what's up, see what the goods are. Or have you been eating pineapple? And then I'm out.
Or you've been drinking Hennessy and smoking cools.
Just curious. I want to see what's up. And then I'm gone. I'll get out of your hair.
So the answer to that question is all the fucking time.
All day, every day.
All it takes is one woman to walk in your peripheral and you're thinking about pussy.
Yep. Or even just, you're watching a movie and you're like, oh, and then you get on, and then you pull out your phone like, oh, what's her IMDb? And then, oh, she looks like that one. Oh, and then I'm on Pornhub.
Yeah, that's what I did with Messi's wife, dude. Fuck. And then you always go to porn.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's a hot Latina. Speaking of which,
We're jerking off now. That's what we're doing.
It's like Pac-Man when he's going around and
Yep.
then goes to the big ones.
Hell yeah.
so true, and it always leads to porn.
Always.
We should make a map of that.
Everything. Or a maze and it
Yeah,
always
exactly.
leads to porn.
Just porn. The Pornhub logo right in the middle.
All right. Eric asks, Gal Gadot or Scarlett Johansson?
Gal Gadot, get the fuck out.
Wait, who is
Fuck
she?
that dude.
Who's Gal Gadot?
Uh,
Wonder Woman?
Israeli Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wonder
yeah.
Woman. Yeah,
No
yeah.
contest.
Yeah.
No contest.
Yeah. Fuck
How
Scarlett
tall is
Johansson.
she?
Who cares?
9 feet tall. I don't give a fuck. She could be the Avatar bitch. I don't give a fuck. That chick
Yeah.
is hot as
She's
fuck.
She is hot
She's
as
a
fuck.
fucking beautiful woman.
Have you guys seen the GIF? Where it's a video, I'm sure, but I've only seen the GIF.
Which, if it's a GIF, you jerked off to it.
No, I didn't jerk off to it, but
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to. Yeah. No, she's looking at what's that dude? Chris Pratt, I think.
Yeah.
And she looks at him. Everyone, look it up right now. And she looks at Chris Pratt, and while he's talking, and he says something kind of funny, and she bites her lip.
Oh.
And then has to break off, like she breaks off her whole. She realizes she's on camera, and she and she like looks
Really?
down.
By the way,
it's-
Chris Pratt is living proof that personality will get you laid as a dude way more than looks.
it's true. He's Jack now, though.
He is-
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you talking about? Fucking, I saw him
No,
in a,
but even fat Chris
Yeah.
Pratt,
I
women still
saw him
wanted
in a
to fuck him.
Budweiser commercial or Michelob or some shit, and he was ripped.
Who doesn't he have some banging wife?
They got divorced.
Oh, good for him.
He was cheating on her. Good.
Oh, good for him.
yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves this.
And she
King,
went-
you can do better.
Yeah, back know your worth. Back when he was nobody, yes, it made sense. Anna Faris, fuck Anna Faris, marry Anna Faris. Now you're king.
Yep.
Go get whatever.
Is
the
that
fuck
who he
you
was married
want.
to?
Yeah,
Wow.
when he was like a nobody too.
Yeah.
Anna Faris, scary movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's funny, cute little blondie. But
Yeah.
she's
But
not fucking Gal Gadot.
at the
No.
same time, I'm moving on.
Yep.
yeah.
I'm a
That's-
movie star
That's
now.
that's an entry level position.
yes. Entry level. Fuck Anna
Yeah,
Faris.
yeah.
I can fuck Anna Faris.
I'm corporate executive now, bitch.
yeah. She probably listens.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say
she does.
there's
Yeah,
actually a shot that she might hear that.
yeah.
I don't care.
I would totally grovel for her. Like, oh my god, please.
Oh, yeah. I would lick her butthole.
I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
please, just get a drink with me.
Yeah, she could run a 5K and I'd lick her butthole, like, at the finish line in front of my family. Just right there. Split them cheeks and
Hey,
get
Grandma,
out there.
check this out.
Watch this shit. And my grandma, oh, damn, you a freak.
There
Well,
goes,
his
there-
shirt does
there-
say "I eat ass."
There goes Scoop licking ass again.
Yeah, there he is, doing what he loves the most.
He died doing what he loves.
You get smothered by a fucking ass.
All right, here we go. Oratile says, I'm in college and I'm trying to smash this chick with a great body. Only problem is facially she's got man features. I'd have to kiss her and shit. Would it be gay if I did smash?
Who says he has to kiss her?
Yeah, you don't got to kiss.
I'm here for the fucking smashing.
Yeah.
I'm not here
The
for the
face
love.
should be the least of your concerns when you're fucking.
Would you kiss a prostitute? What's his name? Otel?
No.
Would you kiss a prostitute?
No.
No.
I'm here to fuck.
No, prostitutes don't even allow it. Most of them.
I know. Good for them.
No kissing allowed, dude.
So, of course, and who cares if she has a man face? You said she has a beautiful body, and she's only gonna have that for like 3 more years.
I don't know
Yeah.
though. What if she? I've seen some chicks with really fucking slamming bodies that actually look like men. I mean, he could be talking like some real hideous chick
bend
here.
her over, and you're good.
It's true.
I do know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I have seen it a few
Have
times.
Yeah, it's tough.
Do you ever like focus on the face at all when you're fucking? Like, have you ever looked at a chick when you're fucking and be like, oh my gosh, she's so ugly?
No, I'm too busy making faces myself.
I'm too
looking
busy,
off the mirror.
I'm too busy thinking how much of an idiot I look like.
What was it? Was that face you were doing, Dom? You're like, I'm looking off the mirror.
You're like fucking flexing. What we got next?
Scott asks, what's the most obscene thing you guys would do for $1 million?
Oh,
What wouldn't we do?
Christ.
There really is very little.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like resort to like sex shit because everybody always says, oh, would you fuck a dude? Like, no. Like, one thing I'm terrified of would be skydiving. And I'd probably do that for $1 million.
It would take $1 million to get there? Because you said probably. Like, it would take $1 million to get to skydiving?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like flying, and I'd skydive for fucking $100.
Really?
I'd probably jump in a pool full of snakes.
Ooh.
That just gave me the chills.
Poisonous.
Ooh, okay.
Cobras.
Now you're done. Okay, just leave.
Yeah, because then you're... Yeah.
Just go home.
Liar!
Cobras. All those stupid necks open up and look at you. That dirty Indian dude fucking kneel down right next to it.
The fucking toenails are 18 inches long. Yeah, exactly.
Racist!
He's got those fingernails that are like fucking twirling.
Taking a shit
Yeah.
right there.
That's so funny.
Racist!
That's too open-ended. I mean, fuck, there's so much shit I think all of us would do for $1 million.
Yeah, that is pretty open-ended.
I mean, there's got to be something that you're like terrified of or something that you would...
Man. $1 million. I don't know. I feel like it's too open because I mean, there's so many things I would do for $1 million.
Would you smoke crack, shoot heroin, and do meth?
At the same time?
Back to back.
I mean, with $1 million, you could buy a lot more heroin.
Ooh, that's rough.
Because you might get addicted.
Yeah, you might potentially
and
come
the other thing too is I feel like doing all 3 of those. That's kind of a red line for most people. You know what I mean?
Heroin?
Well, just all of them in general. That's kind of like that's a line you don't really cross. You know, once you cross that, then you open yourself up to many other things.
Yeah, you've never heard anybody be like, "Oh yeah, I smoked crack once."
Right.
Didn't
I
like
did.
it.
No.
That's exactly what I said. I smoked crack once and I didn't like it.
Yeah, you can smoke crack once, but not. You can't be like a weekend crack smoker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I smoke crack, but only on Fridays.
You could, coke you can do periodically.
Yeah.
Crack.
Meth, no.
Yeah. Crack smells like styrofoam.
It's so chemically, dude.
Yeah, it's gross. I've smelled it on the street, you know. Hey Charlie, what are you doing?
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, hey Charles, what are you doing?
Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that happens? You get addicted. You got $1 million. Go to rehab for fucking 10 grand.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
You can save a lot of time without talking to your parents or showering.
I mean, the other option is you die because doing all those back to back to back might actually kill you.
Really?
Yeah, uppers and
all
downers.
uppers?
Yeah, uppers
It's
and
just
downers.
your fucking. Nah, the heroin is the fucking downer. So you're just like fuck. Your heart's doing like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you couldn't do it like all at the same time. That's for sure.
Like if you had it lined up and you're like.
oh
And then fucking like, yeah. I mean, you probably feel great right before your heart exploded, but
it's like those people who do they drink a but they
Yeah, I
pound a
was just
beer,
thinking that,
bong
whatever.
rip,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
smoke a cigarette or
Yeah.
something, or
What's it
take a
called?
shot.
It's called a strikeout.
Yeah, fuck that. You can go get fucked. That's shit people do when they're in like early college. Get
Yeah.
the
When you're
fuck away from
18,
me.
that's
One
when you
of-
should be doing that.
One of my friends in college, we went out to the restaurant I worked at for drinks, and he did what the fuck was it? I want to say like a suicide tequila shot or whatever. It's where you snort the salt,
Yeah.
and then you take the shot of tequila, and then you squirt the lime juice in your
Yeah.
eye.
Why?
White people.
It's just
shit.
fucking.
Why?
That's like, yeah, white
white
people
people shit.
boredom, dude. Like, oh, I'm bored. Hey, this fucking. Oh, salt kind of looks like cocaine. We could snort that. Oh, I bet it hurts to fucking get lime juice in your eye. Oh, well, fuck it. Like, why?
There's a guy on Instagram, Supreme Patty. You may or may not have seen him, but he's a younger white kid, and he always wears like a Supreme headband or something. But he has like 3 million followers, something stupid.
I just heard of him.
And he just does shit like that. You know, pours Hennessy in his eyes or lemon juice in his eyes, or they hit him with a cake and it gets in his eye. Why?
Yeah.
We used to play a game in high school where you challenge a person and they would take whatever they could out of the fridge and you'd have to eat it, and then the other person would have to eat it until whoever would stop.
Like what?
Wait, what?
Like-
Yeah, what?
Like Egos?
Like no, like disgusting shit.
Like mayonnaise?
Yeah, like mayonnaise or
Yeah.
like weird like we did it at one of my friends, my Filipino friend's house, and they have some weird.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
shit.
balut and shit like that.
You got the lumpia?
Dude, balut.
I mean, Lupia's bomb.
Balut
Yeah, it
is
is.
actually a rotten egg. They put it underground.
It's a rotten
Yep.
duck egg.
Yeah, for like months, right, or weeks or something.
I don't know, but it's allegedly a delicacy.
It smells. I've had it before. It
You have.
smells horrible.
How does it taste, though?
It doesn't taste too bad.
Yeah.
But you got to get past the smell, though. The smell is horrible.
The worst I did in that game was I had to take a full on bite of a fucking onion. Was like the. Oh.
That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah, this is white people shit.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
is. Actually, I did it with a black guy. That's kind of weird.
That's funny.
Did he have the onion though?
That's where I beat him.
Ah, see, there it is.
With the mayonnaise, you would have got it with the mayonnaise.
I know. I should have got right for the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you're like,
did
this
that
isn't that bad.
My dad legit one time when we were sitting down for dinner, there was like a thing full of mayonnaise, a little like saucer dish with mayonnaise, and my dad took a full on spoonful of it, and he like had this weird look on his face, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Isn't this yogurt?"
Oh. That's the only food I'd have a real tough time fucking eating in
Mayo?
any significant amount. Yeah.
It's only good as a spread on a sandwich or something. All right. David asks, if I'm coming to San Diego from Australia next summer, what are the best places to visit, bars? blah,
Fucking
blah.
come out with us. We'll
Hell
show
yeah.
you.
Anywhere I'm DJing, fool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
We'll show you
go check Dom's Facebook, and then you can find out where he's at our Instagram.
Yeah,
Check that
on the
gram.
gram, dog.
DJ Dom King.
Holla
Wait,
at your boy.
If you were coming here, would you on vacation? Would you say it's better to go by the beach or downtown,
I don't know, but it also depends on like what kind of shit. Is this a dude or a chick?
dude?
It's all. I mean, it depends on what kind of shit you're into.
Beach. I
But
don't
I
even
would
think
say,
it's a
yeah.
question.
If you're on vacation, I feel like PB
Yeah.
is
My thing,
Especially in the summer.
downtown. It's very similar to most downtown. It is
Yeah,
more
it
condensed.
doesn't differ. Yeah, that's
But
true.
the
That's valid.
experience is the same. You go to
Yeah.
a club, you go to a bar, fucking whatever.
Get pizza.
Yeah, get
Fucking
pizza.
that's-
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fucking same stupid
Blackout, kill a hooker. Like it's all the same
Standard
shit.
Saturday.
It's standard.
it is legit the same. Like I was out in Denver and downtown Denver, and I was like, this is just
It's the
San
same.
Diego downtown. It's the
Yeah.
exact same fucking
Gastro pubs and bars.
shit. Yeah, same fucking.
Granted, it's
craft
way more
cocktails.
condensed here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like it's all right there, but still.
No,
same
that's
shit.
valid. Yeah. Go to PB.
And
for
PB
sure.
is a way different experience. OB is kind of boring, but you could go there.
It's like local.
Local, yeah. But some people like that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You sit around.
I won't
that's
bash it.
that's a good point. PB for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PB's cool.
Without a doubt.
And also strip club, you're gonna hit Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah, yeah. There's no other strip club.
Yeah, everything else is trash. If anybody tells you different, they're lying.
And don't forget your William Painters either.
Yeah.
I was just at
You can put,
Pacers.
you can for lunch,
Really?
dinner.
No, a couple weeks ago.
Getting free burgers.
Yeah, they do the free burger.
I've been going a little bit more often. I don't know. There's a specific bartender. I'm not kidding. She could ruin my life. I would let her ruin it.
Ass.
I would let her if she said to me, "But you're gonna spend at some point in this relationship, you're gonna spend a month in jail. You're gonna have 3 babies, and you're gonna be broke." I would go, all right, I'm down.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Sounds good. You're saying that we get to still
And
have
this is
sex?
this is a bartender's there.
The bartenders are more attractive than the.
They
Yeah.
Yeah.
they are, and every time I go there, I always wonder how many times I'm gonna go back until that bartender is stripping.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never seen it, but I'm sure it
Do
has.
you
Yeah.
know her?
Yeah.
Like, were you friends with
No,
her?
no. I mean, I've just seen her, like 4 out of the last 5 days.
Yeah.
But I was just seeing her the last.
and
couple
if you're
times.
watching,
and if you're watching, I love you,
No, I used to have a huge crush on this bartender that worked at Hustler.
Hustler. Yeah,
And I would literally go in there like 2, 3, 4 nights a week.
yeah.
She just fed me whiskey, dude.
yeah.
And the only thing, she was hot as fuck. And the only annoying part was the fucking strippers coming up. Did you see my dance?
No, bitch.
No.
It's every time. No. Or I'd just be like, here, go away. Take $1.
Yeah, I do that too.
$1 to go away.
Use $1. Go.
Just go.
You scam me, bitch.
Be gone. Be gone with you.
Be gone, Tot. Be gone.
It's almost better just to be in the patio area where there's no fucking
Yeah.
stage, because
Yeah.
then they're not going to come out there and harass you. They'll just harass you for cigarettes.
Yeah, they do. They do still come
true.
out there though.
That's true. Do you have any menthols?
Yeah, dude, they really do
Racist.
harass you for cigarettes and drinks.
Racist?
They hustle everywhere. Respect.
That's true.
Hey, good for them. They're making 6 figures a year showing their titties and ass.
Yeah.
That's true. Dom, you got a question lined up?
I did, but this fool took over, so I just let him rock.
Oh no, go ahead.
All right. He's tapped.
Hey, if you got a good one, then fucking throw it out there.
Go ahead, Alex.
No. I'm out.
You gotta do one more now.
All
All right, Colton, does your mother know you eat ass? And that
No.
wasn't addressed to Colton. Colton, does your mother know?
No.
Poor
No,
Colton.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she does.
She knows you eat ass.
Shut up.
She's watched the show.
Does she have she has a little like card up, like when they get like my son is an A student.
Yeah.
Like,
My son eats
Can
ass.
can we make that a bumper sticker?
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, my mom's watched the show, so I'm sure she's probably heard something.
She turns off right away. I don't care how close you
Yeah.
are to your kids. You don't want to hear about them
No.
eating some
That's
chick's
like
asshole.
you hearing about your mom talk about her sex life. Like you don't want to hear that shit. Like when I was younger, no, I don't want to
Yeah.
fucking know. You were never younger. You were never younger. You're just my mom.
I used to drop it low on that dick like no other.
It's one time I was riding your father on the balcony of a hotel.
Oh my god.
I was close to a blackout.
Has anybody? Have you guys ever walked in on your parents or having sex or anything like that?
Hell no. No.
I mean, you lived close by to your parents in
Yeah.
San Diego, so I was just wondering if you'd ever walked
The
in.
only time I remember, I think my brother and I were going on a trip with our uncle or some shit. Or we were going fishing the next day, so we're both sleeping in his room, and his room was directly across the hall from my parents' room. Mine was way across, or way on the. Mine was in the other wing.
as
and
they wanted it.
I remember something like it was the sound of sex, but I was young, so I wasn't really positive. But it woke me up, and then I look.
Were you like mom and dad are wrestling? Like, what?
That's probably what I thought. Something. I mean, I knew what sex was, and the next thing I know, I kind of like was looking up, and I see my dad butt naked walk out and get a glass of water, and then go to bed. I was like, oh yeah, they were having sex.
Yeah. In retrospect, you know that walk to the fridge after
I'm like,
sex.
now I'm like, I know that walk. Shit, I know that walk well. Except I come back with a fucking sandwich.
Yeah. There is no more swagger than sweating after sex and then walking to the fridge naked with your dick just swinging around.
Post dick, half chub.
You hang out in the
Cum
kitchen
still dripping on the fucking
Yeah.
floor as you walk.
Whoa. Slip on yourself.
And
like
then
a banana peel.
And then you drink the water so fast that it starts dripping down a little bit, like you get like that. You're not even caring that it's not making it all in your mouth.
And you hang out in the kitchen for 10 minutes hoping she'll get an Uber and get the fuck out.
You start getting ready for work. It's 10 o'clock at night.
I got a 3 a.m. meeting. I gotta go.
3 a.m.
George asks, "Is it wrong to park?" All right, what does he say? Is it wrong to?
Are you asking yourself, Tom?
Yeah, I am kind of. Is it wrong to park in front of the house when you see your neighbors having a party, so they don't park there all day, or to turn on the sprinklers when you miss your opportunity?
Fuck no! Get off my lawn!
That's awesome.
I'm
Get
petty
off
like
my
that.
lawn! I like this dude.
No, put cones out, bro. Put cones out. Designated
Stand on
parking.
your front porch with a fucking AR-15,
yeah,
shotgun
fuck
or
them.
some shit.
Fuck them.
Y'all park there, you're gonna fucking see the wrath of me.
The wrath of me.
I lived next to some Mormons who called my car to get it towed for
Why?
being parked in front of their house.
Did they actually tow
But
it?
it was on a public street.
Yeah, it's on a public
You
street.
park
And
where
they-
the fuck you want.
They actually towed it?
Apparently, if it's there for 3 days,
Yeah, 72 hours. You gotta move
72
it.
hours.
But it's
yeah.
funny thing is you only have to move it like 150 yards every
They
72
literally
hours.
they could have literally walked to my door,
Yeah.
knocked on the door.
Nah, it's way easier to call the
yeah,
fucking
just called
city.
it. Yeah,
Way easier.
so
that's kinda
fucking
rude.
so fucking disrespectful.
No one wants to interact with humans.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
That's rude.
And then when same fucking neighbors when we my roommate and I brought these two girls back, and as we're walking from the cab to my front door, these Irish people come running up, and two of them had just been stabbed in the park right around the corner.
What the
Is this in
fuck?
PB?
Yeah, it's in PB. It's in Crown Point,
Yeah.
and
Legitimately stabbed.
legit
like in the gut or like
gush. Yeah, in the gut. One of them was stabbed and sliced twice, and he was gushing blood everywhere. And
I know that little park. That doesn't seem like a
Yeah,
stabby
it's-
park.
we played. We played ball there.
It's not a generally stabby location.
But after dark.
What is it?
Barely.
But yeah, so we these guys come up and they start like yelling at us for help as we're walking up to the front door. And my first reaction was like, "Get the fuck off my lawn!" Like, what do you like? Because
Yeah.
you don't
He's
know what.
bleeding to death, and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
No, because you don't know, like it's all
Yeah, you
happening
don't
so
know,
fast. You
yeah.
don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck's going on. You think these people are just like running up on you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I turn around, all of a sudden there's like they're carrying one of the guys, and
Holy shit.
he's just covered in fucking blood, like covered. And randomly, the fucking girl I brought back with me was a nurse,
yeah.
and so she lays him down on the front lawn with the other dude as well. And I run in the house. I'm like telling my roommate, I'm like, call 911.
Yeah, get a gun. Where's this fool with the fucking knife?
Yeah.
Hunt this fool down.
And so then the ambulance comes or whatever, and they cart this other dude right off, like right away. Like this dude was slipping in and out of consciousness from blood loss.
yeah.
Did he?
He lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for him.
I mean, as long as it's in the gut region, you got 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's not hard to
I think if that
back.
nurse wasn't there, she knew what to do to slow the bleeding. Like I don't think he would have made
If
it.
your blood isn't shooting out of you with each pump of your heart, you got a shot.
Yeah.
That's what.
Okay.
So he got sliced right here.
Oh,
under-
that's a problem.
Dude,
yeah.
you guys ever see that fucking, and I never even heard about it until the other day, and it was on the interwebs, the fucking hockey dude who took a fucking skate to the neck?
Yes, yeah, he almost
Oh,
died.
I haven't seen that, but that was like one of
dude.
my biggest fears.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking didn't he come get off the ice on his own?
I can't remember.
Oh, anyway, finish. That
Yeah.
just made me think of that.
So that's a pretty serious artery up in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, yeah,
armpit.
It's the one like right here under the armpit.
Yeesh.
Yeah. And so like so once the ambulance starts coming, everybody is in the neighborhood, everybody starts poking their heads out
Yeah.
the window and shit.
Yeah.
And so now there's like a circle gathering of the neighbors. Oh, I wonder what's going on here.
Yeah.
And as soon as they cart off both the guys in the two different ambulances that came, the neighbor, the Mormon neighbor, she looks at me and she goes, "What did you do?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You motherfucker!" And then there was a neighbor across the street who was a former Marine.
Yeah.
Was the only neighbor who fucking liked us because
Yeah.
my roommates would go like help them with yard work and shit like that,
Right.
and they were just cool from the start.
Right.
But anyway, so like he like stops like immediately. He like sees me like gearing up to fucking lose my shit on this chick,
Yeah.
and he goes, "No, like they're heroes.
Yeah.
They saved this guy. Like they, I guess
Yeah.
he had sort
What'd
of."
you do?
And then he
Yeah.
hoisted you on his
like,
shoulders.
Like the first reaction, like I'm in a gang fight or some shit.
What-
You should just
do?
taken a blood and just wiped it on your
Yeah.
face. Like, what'd you do, bitch?
Yeah. And
How
then,
old was this Mormon chick?
like mom, like probably in her like 40s or so,
50s,
whatever.
yeah.
And then like what ended up happening is like a few weeks later, the daughter of the Marine, and she was like in her 30s. She was
Yeah.
older than us at the time. Like
Yeah.
she lived around the corner, and so she was watching her parents' house while they were on vacation, and she invited us over. And when we were talking about the whole incident, and she was like, "Yeah, everybody in the neighborhood hated you guys except for my parents." And she was like, "Now they all think you're heroes." And literally from that point on, never got the cops called on us
That's awesome.
ever again.
Yeah.
Fucking
you-
assholes would
Did you
call us.
wear like a little medal? That's yeah. You walked around the neighborhood. Yes, hero,
I started walking around.
Eddie's.
I started walking around the neighborhood like Felix Mitchell or Nino Brown, like passing out turkeys and shit.
You could walk. You could shoot somebody in the middle of the street. They're
Yeah.
like, he's a
Yeah, but
hero.
at least he's providing.
yeah, he's providing. Yeah.
You're right, Dom.
Yeah, I'm good.
Damn, seeing somebody get stabbed. Like, I'm surprised in that area somebody got stabbed. That's
It's fucking beach
the
and
most-
white for sure.
The most awkward goodbye in my entire life was that chick, the nurse, who like looked at me with like blood on her hands and like all over her afterwards, and she was like, "Can I use your bathroom?" And I was like, "So we not fucking or what?"
So, pussy game?
Yeah. So can I beat her? What?
What's up here?
Can I get your number first?
Yeah. Obviously, I don't care if you're on your period.
You are talking to a hero, you know.
Yeah, that's the other fucked up part is I didn't do anything other than tell my roommate to call 911.
That's crazy. I'd be worried about the follow up of this person that's stabbing people. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
Apparently they had just gotten in a fight, and
Who
Who gets in a knife fight?
I just
dude?
don't
who brings
understand.
fist to a knife fight?
What happened to the times where you could just get in a fight, especially some drunk fight outside of a bar or whatever? You get into a little fist fight, you clap hands, peace out.
Never. Haven't you seen West Side Story?
Let's bring back dance fighting.
Dance
dude.
fighting would be a way
Those
to go.
fucking idiots with their hands tied together. What kind of shit is it? Then
What
when one of them dies, you got to drag them around for
Wait,
fucking
what is
20
it?
minutes.
Capoeira, the Brazilian art of dance fighting.
Banana way.
I don't know what the fuck you're
Am
saying.
I the only one that's seen that movie?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
Only the Strong? Nobody's ever seen Only
Never seen
Strong?
it.
Here we go again. That's another one.
I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, how many comments are going to be on this one?
One
for
of,
sure?
one of those childhood movies that I watched because it was on HBO and you would never watch it otherwise, and you only have one movie channel, so you watch the movies that are on.
Don't
I
try to
get it.
justify it.
Yeah.
Was that-
Don't try to
I've
justify
No,
never
I'm
seen
not,
it.
I'm not even trying to justify. I'm just explaining like why I would see these movies. Only the Strong is like one of the worst fucking martial arts movies you will ever come across. It's a guy who teaches troubled kids in Miami capoeira in order to get them out of gang violence.
That's amazing.
And then he has to breakdance fight like the leader of a gang who fights capoeira as well.
I wish I had written that script myself.
That sounds like my whole childhood. That was like my growing up,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
The
Having
mean
a-
streets of South Beach.
Notoriously
Hey, my
mean.
darling, oh, no.
as you were dodging homeless people on Haight and Ashbury.
Hell yeah.
What's next? Dom, you got one on deck?
Yeah. Joe asks, is there any justifiable proud way to get out of the friend zone? Asking for myself because I ain't buying any more dumbass shit.
Ooh,
Pretty
you're
sure-
buying shit. Fuck.
Exactly. Pretty sure I just screwed myself and I need a bail. Yep, answered it on my own. I still listen to the advice on the show.
You know he's
Hashtag
thinking
fuck-
it as he's typing. He's
Yeah.
like, "Fucking, I don't even ask it anymore."
Hashtag fuck scoop.
I mean, fair enough.
I don't know if you can ever truly get out of the friend zone.
Don't be buying shit.
Don't buy
No,
shit.
the only way that, at least from my personal experience, to get out of the friend zone is to just cut the friendship out.
Or ask her to hook you up with one of her
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
True.
Do something that
Yeah.
makes her realize that she values you in a way that's not just as a friend, or that's going to make her jealous.
Number one, show value. Number two, know your worth, King.
Exactly.
God
For
damn
sure.
it.
I mean, hit on girls in front of her.
Yep.
Yes.
Literally try
Ask
to
her
get
for a
chicks
friend's
on.
numbers. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The question is she friend zoning you because she just doesn't want to be mean, or does she enjoy the fact that she can push you around?
Yeah.
Which there's two. I think
You
there's two.
sadistic fucking bitch.
Yeah. Bradley's got a lot of pent up rage about this one.
There's too many like variables here, though. I could be. I mean, what if he's a total dick and she
Yeah.
just doesn't want to fucking hang out with
But
him? in
you're
that
gonna
level?
know real quick if you try to hit on other chicks. If
Oh,
her
yeah, yeah.
reaction is like, "Yeah, go for it," then
Yeah.
you're never gonna
No,
fuck.
no.
And,
Yeah.
if you ask her to hook you up with one of her friends and she hooks you up with a really ugly one, then you know why she's not fucking.
Or if
you.
she's offering, she's like, "I have the greatest friend for you.
Yeah,
She's
you'll never
perfect
fuck
for
her.
you."
Yeah, you'll
do
never-
it.
I like that though,
Yeah.
because then you just fuck all her friends.
Down.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
a that's a
It's a
win
win-win.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even a problem. And she's probably not even that good anyways.
I
Like
got better friends.
she got everyone. They all have better. We all have better looking friends.
Yeah.
She's probably got better looking friends. Fuck that bitch.
There's
can't
always
stand
someone out there that's better at
Yeah.
fucking everything.
Even
than you.
even your better looking friends have better looking friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It never ends.
Never ends. Never ends. And then you hit to the David Beckham level.
Yeah, it's so much sauce.
So much sauce. You just got too much
Too
sauce.
much sauce. God damn it.
He's pissing everybody off at the royal wedding.
Yeah, what did he do?
It's David Beckham.
Yeah,
he just lives.
He came through.
His just pure existence pisses everyone
He
off.
came through looking better than every single person at the wedding, man
That
or
suit.
woman.
Man,
Is
I
he
want
still
that
is
suit.
he still with fucking Sugar Spice, Spicy
Yeah,
Spice,
yeah.
whatever the fuck her name
He had
is?
the 3-piece suit or whatever,
Yeah, with the long tails on it.
and the sunglasses, and he's like modeling. Like people don't like those modeling poses are bullshit. Whenever you see a guy like a female or a male model, and he's like doing it naturally.
Naturally.
So funny.
He's got so much sauce.
disrespectful.
Ragu, baby.
How could you ever go out with that guy? Like, how could you ever bring him to the bar and expect to get laid?
Yeah. You couldn't do it even if he wasn't famous.
No.
And the fact that he is also
No,
famous.
he's the friend we talked about earlier that pulls all of the fucking chicks, and you get nothing except for maybe like the really fat friend.
Until he talks with that stupid fucking voice of
He
his.
does have some. Was it called Cagney or Cagney? It's
Cockney?
like Cockney.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
Cockney?
Like the,
Cockney, yeah.
It's like the super
It's the-
high
it's
pitch
slang, yeah.
It's like watching fucking.
Fuck all their languages. Ours is the real English, and we'll fight you guys again over that shit. I don't give a fuck. This will be 1776 all over again.
It is
What
kind
up?
of it is kind of weird though how we've butchered the English language.
We didn't butcher it. We made it better and more efficient.
I think-
Fuck them.
No, we're in the process of butchering
what do
it.
you put on your food? Spices and what?
What?
And mayo.
No. Like there's spices and herbs, right?
Yeah, sure.
Why the fuck is it herbs? Why do you not say the H? We butchered the fucking language. How do British people say it? Herbs.
Herbs.
Herbs, yeah.
Herbs. Herbs.
It's ridiculous. We butchered it like the Australians.
Don't let them try to get. This is propaganda from them. They're cucking
You're
you
letting
right
them
now.
in your fucking
Yeah.
head, bro.
If you want to really know who butchered the English language, it's fucking South Africans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They do have a weird.
I know there's some that I can't understand you fucks at all. I tried watching that movie Chappie.
You
Yeah,
fucks.
Chappie.
Well, what's his
Chappie.
fucking why can't I think of his fucking name? The dude and the chick that duo music.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That was in the movie.
what
yeah.
the hell's his name?
Ninja.
yeah,
No,
Ninja,
but the
Ninja.
fucking the musical group, the two of them.
That's his name, Ninja.
Diane Foot.
Yeah. But his name is the
Yeah.
Ninja. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but
I can't understand a fucking word.
and it's weird because when you hear them talk, the whole time you're trying to figure. You go, oh, they're from the no, they're not from the UK. Oh, they're
Yeah,
no, they're
it's
not
like-
Australian. Oh, they're where the fuck is this
It's a
person
blend
from?
of like literally 10 different
yeah,
slangs.
Yeah.
it's like a degraded version of Australian.
Yeah,
It's weird.
and then
Like,
it's thrown in.
It's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
And then they throw in like Afrikaans, like that
Afrikaans,
language
yeah.
in there
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So it's mixture. Fuck South Africa, burn that bitch.
Racist ass motherfucker.
Not anymore. It's the other way now.
I know, right?
Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah.
I got to give credit though. Nelson Mandela never repeat offender his entire life after he got out.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Shout out to Nelson Mandela.
Free He's already
Free Nelson Mandela.
Free him anyway.
I know. Free him, yeah, from death.
Yeah, and he needs to go save these fucking white farmers. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah,
You're getting
that's
crazy
true.
over there. Anyway.
My buddy played rugby, yeah, in South Africa, and he was like, dude, he's like, you leave like the city, and he's like, you're literally stepping over like homeless people like,
Yeah, I bet.
everywhere.
I bet. It's like being in a gas lamp down here.
Drunk
Fucking-
Saturday night.
Yeah, right off 5th.
Yep.
And then it's just home. You're fighting homeless people. You got to stab somebody.
Yeah, if you want to pass out, you got to fight for space.
Yeah, hell yeah.
PP corridor over by the post office.
They're trying
Oh
to
my
punk you for
God.
commissary. Like, what the fuck is going
And you gotta pay rent.
Yeah.
We're outside.
My brother, when he worked downtown, had a picture for outside of his office, and this dude, homeless dude, dropped trow in the middle of the day and was like projectile shitting fluid
That's fucking hilarious.
out of his ass
Oh, fuck.
onto the fucking pillar of the building, the office building.
So you'll appreciate this because you got vomited on by Ziggy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ziggy, shout out. We wish you were here. All right, so I'm fucking sound asleep. It's probably like 6 a.m., right? And it's been maigre, and it's kind of raining on and off for those who don't live in San Diego.
Yeah, it's miserable here.
So at fucking like
75.
at like 6 o'clock, I hear what sounds like fucking water like streaming off of like the eaves outside my window because I sleep with my window open. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Huh? It must be raining. And then I'm like, no, that ain't rain. And I fucking open my eyes. Fucker is squatting on my pillow, projectile shitting. Like it sounds like if you were to pour a glass of water onto the carpet, except that's my pillow. Fucking 6 a.m, dude.
Was he looking at you?
No, he's like he
That's how
fucking
you
not
know.
feeling well.
That's how you know if they
obviously.
trust you.
No, he was looking away. He was ashamed,
Yeah.
dude. He knew.
Oh, gotta move.
Oh
Like,
fuck,
he
dude.
did it on the pillow just as an extra, like, you got to wake up and take care of this.
Yeah, he didn't wait. It
Now.
wasn't like
Yeah,
he
now.
wasn't like he's pawing at me like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Dad, I need you to fucking
He's like,
let me
You
out."
don't have like a doggy door or anything that he can just.
No.
Yeah, you invite in fucking mountain lions. And you got those things. Fuck doggy doors.
Speaking of that,
Snakes.
fucking this last week I had to fucking get 7 baby skunks out of my shed.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking 7.
They
dude.
would come in and set up shop. They're
They
watching
would.
TV, eating
would.
Cheetos and shit.
Raccoons are the worst.
Raccoons are the worst. They're too smart.
They were. I will
They
say
really
they're
are.
cute as fuck though.
They are.
The
Little
skunks
baby
are
skunks are cute
really?
as fuck. Yeah.
You make Bear Grylls and try to catch a fucking skunk.
They stink to high hell though, dude.
Yeah.
I'm never
The
getting
babies?
that smell out of my fucking shed
The babies?
ever. Yeah.
I wonder if they can't control it, like rattlesnakes. You know, like if you get bit by a baby rattlesnake, you'll
Yeah.
die.
Oh yeah.
But
Like they
a-
can't control the spray or
So
whatever.
they're just. You ever seen it up close? Do they have it on
the
a,
2 balls. Like
animal?
they,
Yeah.
They
It looks like 2 little
Yep.
nipples that pop out of the asshole,
Yeah.
and they, and it's a good stream.
they can like
Don't-
move them too.
yeah,
Don't-
it's a good stream.
Don't cats spray some like disgusting shit?
They spray
Yeah.
piss.
Is it piss or
Yeah,
is
they'll
it?
spray when they cat spray. They're spraying piss. They're marking their territory.
I fucking hate these animals.
all of them. All of them. I want them all dead.
Yeah.
When I'm in power.
If I could get rid of one thing,
Yeah.
all the animals.
all of the
Yeah.
animals. All the animals. Just people and panda bears. We're chilling.
I mean,
Yeah.
deers are like rats essentially.
they are rats. Yes, they're disgusting.
and seagulls are fucking rats of the sea.
the only people who go, oh, the deers are people who don't live around deers.
No, they suck.
Yeah, they suck. They breed like crazy. They're
ru-
everywhere.
They run right across the road, right when
Yeah.
you're fucking like they see you coming,
Yeah.
and they fucking jump right in front of your car.
Like 75% of the population dies of starvation. Yeah.
They're retarded.
Yeah, they're retarded. But they're deers.
This
But Bambi.
when I was a sophomore in high school, some dude for the senior prank splattered deer blood all over the school, and then threw the dead deer into the bottom of the pool.
What, he drained the fucking deer? Like, how do you get? He just slit its throat and then collected it in a jar?
Apparently, he
What kind of sick fuck is this?
Apparently, he found it on the road as like roadkill, essentially, and like
That's even more rude.
I know, right?
What the fuck? How?
You're
I mean, it's-
desecrating the poor little deer.
The worst was I had to go to school for like an early detection, and so I'm walking around and there's just blood fucking smeared everywhere.
that would never happen at my school.
no, it would just be kids' blood from a
Yeah,
shooting.
right. Okay, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
that.
not.
Oh, right.
We're done. You
that's-
just go home.
Show's over.
There's an Uber
That's it. All
outside.
right.
Hey, cut that part.
Cut that. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Yeah, that would never happen at my school. Ever, ever,
Well,
ever.
I mean, if they found a deer, they'd be looking for it in San Francisco.
Yeah. I just see that seems so crazy to me.
What animals would you? I mean, pretty much like raccoons and shit like that.
Raccoons?
opossums.
Yeah. There was a bunch of shit in the park. Oh, yeah, those possums. Ugh.
Those things.
Trash pandas.
God,
Dude,
they're fucking horrible.
When we had Pat on the show, we had saw that possum outside my fucking
Yeah.
place.
I've almost hit one on the street you live on before.
Dude, the worst is when you hit them and they tumble under the car.
yeah.
They don't move.
And then you got to
Yeah.
get out and it's not dead and he's shaking. Please don't do this. And you got to
Ugh.
smash his head with your boot. And then you get the hammer out of
Yeah,
your
the
trunk
hammer and the
and you
towel.
keep hitting him. You keep hitting him.
Blood splattering in your face. Just,
When I was like 19, I had to be the
I
one.
got a family. Just no. Sorry.
When I was like 19, 20.
Shit took a turn for the dark.
Seriously. I was one that always had to kill rats in at my house.
really?
Fuck rats, dude. I
Yeah.
killed so many of those little fuckers.
It wasn't even rats. It was I lived in a ravine, so it was all the field mice that would fucking come in.
Fuck
place.
them, too.
Yeah, they're awful.
They're not as gross, though, at least.
Nah.
Like,
No.
Rats are
and-
just
They
dirty.
squeal horribly though when you got to hit them with the hammer.
What the fuck are you hitting them? What do you mean? Like you didn't trap them?
Yeah, you trap. We got to kill them. You
You gotta
can't
kill 'em,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, every time I've trapped a rat or a fucking mouse, that breaks their neck. The fucking trap.
Oh no, I was using the sticky ones.
Oh yeah. No,
horrible.
you got to use the fucking snap traps, dude.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
when
Kills
you,
'em.
you get up off the sticky, then you like make a little freaking cross and you crucify.
And you put him right up in front of your house.
Flick him in the head.
Tell your friends.
Stuart Little is dead.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Do we have a funny question that we could,
Ended on.
direct?
We just ended off with school shootings and.
Or we just ended up on how we met, because there's a lot of those. But I'm just
We could do.
Oh, there's a lot. Let's just do that real quick.
Yeah.
Craigslist.
Yeah, it was Craigslist.
Casual
We-
encounters.
Yeah, there was a big orgy down in San Diego. You
Men
know,
for multiple men.
Yeah.
men, men.
Misconnection.
we thought we'd go as a group. You know,
Scoop's ex-wife wanted to get.
yeah, she wanted to get
She wanted the train.
quad teamed.
She wanted the Amtrak.
All aboard.
So I mean, so I used to DJ, and Alex. I basically met Alex in a bar when I was DJing. What, that was like 10 years ago. I don't
Yeah,
know.
fuck. I was like 22. Yeah, 23 or something.
Yeah, it's about 10 years ish ago. And then then you guys met. I don't even know how you guys met, really.
Yeah,
it was a
we met-
Sunday fun day in PB
Yeah,
at the
it's
firehouse
Firehouse.
with Shoney and a couple other
And,
people.
Yeah, it's Method who was on here
Yep.
and some other industry people.
Yeah.
And then Bradley and I, well, we pretty much would just always run into each other.
Mutual friends.
Yeah, mutual friends. But you'd be shooting and you would come out and
Yeah.
drink after you were done or some shit
Mutual
like that.
friends
That's
and
so
an affinity
easy.
for whiskey.
That's so easy
Yeah.
to do in San Diego. Just like mutual friends, like that. Just run.
Especially when you're out drinking 4 days a week.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was shooting fucking nightclubs and bars and fucking
Yeah.
4 nights
All
a
the
week,
time.
5 nights a week. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met Bradley through all the other mutual friends
Yep.
at the same time, and Alex. And then I met Dom DJing. Yeah. We were in a competition.
Typhoon.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
super
that's
fun
funny.
though.
It
And then
was.
like 2 weeks later, he fucking broke every bone in his body.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's when you had your motorcycle accident?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It was right. It was right then. Like it wasn't like 2 weeks. It was probably a couple months.
Yeah. You're
But,
right.
Yeah, and then he just got this huge accident, fucking, and then I would go over to his house. Like we'd only hung out a few times. I go to his house. He's literally got a wheelchair.
We got Walker.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's what it was, a walker. Yeah. I'm like, dude, do you need anything? He's like, oh, I'm good.
You should make that your DJing gimmick where you just like roll out in a wheelchair,
Roll up in a wheelchair.
and then all of a sudden at some point you jump up. You're like, "Ugh."
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, he's appropriating culture.
Exactly.
You're appropriating handicap culture.
Yeah. So it's really not that like crazy. But then we
Yeah.
all just hung out all the time.
Yeah.
Ish. Going out and
I always used to see
just
Bradley
crushing vag.
shooting photos and shit, and then one day we just actually met.
yeah.
Wait, wasn't it at fucking, was it Basement? You were, I think that was the first time I shot photos of you, but I might have known you before that.
Yeah, like.
But
we
you
just
were
saw
in
you
the
in
side room or
passing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad when you think about how long it's been when like places like Basement don't even fucking exist.
Yeah.
Basement definitely exists.
Does it?
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
They
well.
took a hiatus or did
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
They
that's right.
reopened, right? They
Yeah,
closed for a
just-
little while.
Yeah, they closed
Yeah.
for a little while.
But like spots like Typhoon, no more.
Mhm.
What was it?
R.I.P.
The old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. That's really it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nothing cool.
Yeah, it pretty much all surrounds.
Everybody
DJing.
who asked that is now going to go, fuck, that was lame.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I was smoking crack, and
Yeah.
this one guy said, "Hey, got
I
any
mean-
freaking-"
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's a fun time
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure,
beginning
yeah.
and
Oh,
still.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
but-
second time Bradley watched me have sex with some shit,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that time we all bang hookers. And,
Yeah.
That would be a better story, but sorry. It ain't that cool.
well, now that that's over, let's pop the E, get the fuck out.
All right.
A one.
And a 2. And a trace. Oh,
Shut up, you man.
You didn't say without Ziggy.
I'm geeked up.